Hello, I am Debbie Weidel, founder of In the Balance Health Coaching and the Freedom from Migraine Protocol. I am so excited to get on a call with you, and I am ready to help you take the next step to ending your pain once and for all. I once was right where you are now, 100% believing there is no way to end migraines, and my only option was to actually learn how to live with them or find that magic pill that maybe would work for a while. If anybody told me back then that I could end my pain once and for all, I would have called BS and popped another pill. Skeptical was my middle name for sure, because when you try it all and everyone tells you that they can help you and then they don't, you really stop believing and you lose hope. My mother, my sister, my grandmother, and other family members had migraines. So I really thought it was a disease, and that once you had it, all you could do was actually manage it, not end it. I now realize that it's a symptom of a much bigger silent problem, chronic inflammation. But back then, I didn't know any better. I was in pain and scared migraines were going to be a forever part of my life. I had chronic migraines for 10 years, and I thought the only way I could manage living for another 50 years was by taking medications prescribed by my doctor to try to actually minimize the pain. Back then, I was happy if I had a few good days in a week, and often I settled for a few good hours in my week. I never felt 100%. Even if I didn't have a level 9 migraine, my neck and shoulders killed all the time. I was exhausted. I was achy. I was anxious. I was depressed. I was grumpy. Well, actually, I was bitchy. I had brain fog. I had gut health issues, and I had crazy insomnia. I took the abortives, the preventatives, the off-script pills like antidepressants and sleep medications and birth control, and took a ton of over-the-counter medication, all to try to end these symptoms. I took 7 medications at once for quite a while, now realizing I was risking my long-term health and taxing my organs, an action that I can't undo, and I have to live with those consequences for the rest of my life. I didn't know any better, but I'll be honest, even if I did, I probably would have still done it because I was in so much pain. Because these pills never worked to keep the migraines from returning and really never took all the pain away. I thought because of that, I needed to search the internet for ideas on things like the right diet plan, the right way to exercise, the correct amount of sleep to help reduce more of my pain. And I figured, if I was actually better or if I was more disciplined along with taking those meds, that my pain would actually stop being so bad. I really thought back then, truthfully, the only people who could truly help me were my doctors. And I found it 100% frustrating because they kept letting me down. I saw so many doctors over the years. I saw neurologists and chiropractors and acupuncturists, physical therapists, holistic practitioners, gynecologists, gastroenterologist, my regular primary care physician, and a counselor, to name a few. Some of them helped me manage some of the pain, but do you know who ended up helping me? Helping me actually end the pain? Well, it was a health coach. Somebody who was ready to work specifically with me, take the time each day to learn about my health today, then to take the time to learn about my health history, my challenges and my fears, to actually best be able to guide and educate me. Somebody who had been in my shoes and 100% understood how lost I felt, knew I was fearful because I tried it all, and knew that I really didn't believe that there was hope for me. Fortunately, even though I was 100% skeptical, I knew deep down inside I needed to try something different, despite all of my fears, since what I was doing, it wasn't working. And really, what did I have to lose? My life was already one big migraine management plan, living each day planning for my pain, rationing my pills, rushing to get tasks done when I felt okay, and going to doctor after doctor for answers, but canceling plans left and right because I didn't really manage to kick those migraines. I really struggled for a long time with the idea that a coach could know better than my doctor, the doctor who went to med school, the doctor that had the fancy diploma on his wall. I mean, seriously, how could a coach help when all of the doctors that I saw couldn't? I kept coming back to this, though. Instead of leaving the doctor's office with a cure, I always left with another prescription, another mention of Botox and surgery, and zero hope. I felt like I was a freaking number and my doctor was following some pre-planned list of treatment, right? Well, funny enough, years later, I found out that's exactly what doctors do. They follow a generic treatment plan. Insurance actually dictates your treatment plan and your doctor prescribes it for you. You know, first you get the small amount of abortive pills, right? And when the abortives don't work, next is the preventatives. And once you're on the preventatives for a while, you're actually allowed to get a few more abortive pills because now you have chronic pain. It's more often, right? When that stops working, they try off-script medications like epileptic medications, anxiety medications, blood pressure medications, just to name a few. And if that doesn't work, then let's look at trying Botox. A pain clinic might be next on the list. And if all else fails, they offer you dangerous narcotics and possibly a hysterectomy or other risky nerve blocking surgeries. This is pain management, not pain elimination. And it's not an individualized plan, but dictated by the insurance company and big pharma. Now, trust me, I am glad my doctor gave me medication for my migraines because I was in so much pain. But I really wish he was going to teach me how to end my migraines versus giving me one more pill that didn't do what I wanted it to do, end my migraines. All it did was kept me a repeat patient in pain and paying monthly for pills. If he had had the knowledge to end my migraines, I wouldn't have wasted 10 long years of my life in pain, missing my kids grow up, and putting my dreams and my passions on hold. I finally realized my doctors were skilled at that pain management, and we're doing that by prescribing medications and suggesting pain clinics and Botox and surgeries and nerve stimulators and the like. Again, pain management. But what I wanted was to stop the pain from coming in the first place. And I was seeing the wrong person for what I wanted. Duh, no wonder I was still getting migraines. My doctor was not trained to do what I was looking for. And that wasn't my doctor's fault. I needed the right person, and he wasn't it. I was looking in the total wrong place for help. I know right now why you might be agreeing with some of what I'm saying. You still don't believe that there's a way to end your specific pain because your pain's different. Your situation's unique. You, unlike all of the women who have seen results with the Freedom from Migraine protocol, have truthfully tried it all. You believe you are not the same as them and cannot be helped, right? Is this what you're thinking right now? Like me 10 years ago, you are still holding on to the belief that your doctor must be able to figure this out with the next best medication that the big pharma is going to create, right? Or if you just apply yourself more, you'll be able to figure this out on your own by doing more research, scouring everything you can get your hands on. Even though you know you've tried this path for years with no lasting result, never fully ending your migraines. Or You might be thinking that you're one of those people that is just destined to a life with pain, that there's no hope for you. So it's my job as a migraine specialist to prove to you that there is a way to end your pain, but it is not found in a pill bottle or hiding on the internet in some random article or book. Now, on our call, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions so that I can really determine what it is that you need to finally end your sentence with migraines. We're going to work together to uncover the strategy that's going to actually work best for you, not a strategy that was designed for the entire world, not a strategy that doesn't care about identifying your family history, your medical history, or evaluate the things that you have tried in the past. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to be diving into what you are currently doing to achieve migraine freedom and why it's actually not working for you. Now, remember, I get it. I get that you generally don't believe there's a way for you to end your migraines. And that's why it's really important for you to get on this call to determine exactly what your next steps are, what you need to do to really go on that migraine freedom journey so that you can start living the life the way that you want and the life that you deserve, and do it now versus wasting any more time in pain. It is time to stop doing the things that aren't working. Stop experimenting with random ideas you heard from another person in a group who's still managing pain. Stop wasting precious hours randomly researching the internet, and instead implement the strategies specifically needed for you for success. Now, make sure to check out all of the information below this video. Take time with your spouse or loved one to educate yourselves by listening to the women that used to be where you are and now actually have their lives back. Listen to these videos while cooking dinner, while driving to work, while taking a walk, whatever, to ensure you have time to fully educate yourself and everyone in your life that is impacted by your migraines. Remember, migraines aren't yours alone. All those who love you are affected by your pain, and they deserve to be able to educate themselves on how migraines are impacting your overall health and what can actually be done to ensure you live a long, healthy, prosperous life. The women in these videos and posts, they share their stories with you because they don't want you to waste decades like they did by giving your doctors one more chance at finding a pill that will never actually stop your migraines from returning, but will only help with pain once it starts. They don't want you to waste time trying one more diet plan that only heightens your fear of eating any food whatsoever, or waste your time searching for that magic thing said to end your pain, like ginger or turmeric or rosemary. And then years later, regretting that wasted time, feeling more defeated, having less hope, and in more severe pain with more severe health issues like gut dysfunction, autoimmunity, heart disease, and even cancer, due to that inflammation being out of control and feeling ready to just give up. Now, I do not want you to take my word for it. I wouldn't. Trust is earned, right? So check all of this out and see for yourself, because I 100% would. I want you to listen to the thousands of women that we have supported with the FFM protocol and how their hope turned into their migraine freedom. We have shared quite a few stories below this video, but if you still need more hope, jump into the Women's Migraine Freedom group and check out the guides section for yourself. Look at guides 4, 5, 6, and 7. They are packed with stories that just warm my heart every single time I look at them. I want you to know I truly cannot wait to chat. Besides supporting our clients in our FFM programs, talking to women like you it's the best part of my week. I want you to know that I fully respect your time, which is why we have you fill out a migraine assessment and application form before our time together to make sure that having a call is actually the best use of both of our time. If it isn't, we're going to reach out to you to let you know what might be a better path for you. I have happily blocked off my calendar for you specifically. If you're not able to make your call, please honor the time of the other women suffering with migraines by sending us a message right away. Many women wait weeks for these calls, and canceling less than 3 days before your call makes it hard to fill this time that could have helped somebody else in pain. Okay, so come ready to have so much light shed on why you specifically are still struggling with migraines and a clear plan and direction for you to achieve your migraine freedom. We'll see you on the call.